Hello everyone, and now we are going to jump in a true paradise for tech fans, especially those who have heard about Whisper technology. So let's build the Whisper app right now together.
I think we can create an awesome application today. I'm a developer at New Native. So I've prepared this little presentation about OpenAI's new model Whisper. And yeah, let's get started, I guess. Let's introduce Whisper a little bit. So what is Whisper? So Whisper is an automatic speech recognition system, and it's trained on about 680,000 hours of data that was collected from the web. And it's a really diverse data set. So this diverse data sets leads to improved and robust and background noise and also technical language. And yeah, this new model Whisper enables transcription in multiple languages. And the best thing about this model is that it's open source. So OpenAI released it with the weights, so we can use it in any application we want. And yeah, so this model can serve as a foundation for building useful applications with voice inputs. You can find everything and a lot of infographics on this first link here. It's on the official OpenAI page. And you can find the paper about the model also on the second link. And here this image shows that the model has different released sizes. So these sizes always has trade-offs in terms of accuracy and speed. This tutorial today, we will using the tiny and the base model just because it's really fast. And yeah, you can see that there are 9 different model sizes. Some are English only and some do provide a lot of languages, a lot of different languages, support for a lot of different languages. Then here we created a lot of tutorials and starter boilerplates for Whisper. You can find these on our platform, lablab.ai/t. And also we created a lot of boilerplates on GitHub. Yeah, this is a great thing to get started to see how Whisper can be used in different languages like Python and JavaScript or Node.js. So now to the project we will be coding today. We will be using Python, and we will be using OpenAI's Whisper and also GPT-3 to generate an email. So like I already said, the basic idea is to have a voice input. So you can say, for example, I can't come into work today, I'm really sick. And then you will get the output, like this really nice formal email that you can just copy and paste into your email client and then send the email. So how are we going to do this? So first we will record some audio, then we will transcribe this audio with the help from Whisper. And then we will send this transcription text to GPT-3 and we will get back this formal email. So yeah, then let's get started, I guess. Our main file. And I will start with importing some libraries we need. So I'm just going to paste them in here. These first ones we'll use to record audio. Then we have this Whisper library right here and Torch. So all of this will be used for the transcription of the audio. And down here, these are all libraries that will help us to send our text to GPT-3 and get back this nice formal email. And just so you can see a little better, we can zoom in a little bit. Yes, this should be fine. So these libraries will help us with GPT-3. And one helper library down here help us to copy the generated email directly to our clipboard, so we don't even have to copy it from our console, but we already have it in our clipboard. So this is to copy to clipboard. Okay, so let's make a small plan here first, what we're gonna build. So first we're gonna record audio. And we will transcribe this audio file. Then we will generate the email with GPT-3. Okay, so let's get started now. For now, we will create this main method, or we will call the main method and create it also. And right here, we can already make or call some functions that we will use. So for example, we will call record with, let's say, 8 seconds for now. So we will create these functions later. Then we will variable that's called text and call this function transcribe. So Copilot is already motivated here. Then of course we will then we will get email text from generate email with this text we just transcribed. And then we will print out the email so we can see it on our terminal. Next, we're going to use paperclip to copy this email. So this is the plan, basically. Just record the audio, transcribe audio, and use the text we have to generate this email. Then just print out the email and copy the email to our clipboard. So let's get started with implementing these functions here. So first, we're going to create this record function. And like I already said, we will use these libraries for this to record the microphone from our microphone, basically. And yeah, so basically, this is already pretty good what Copilot here is telling us. Okay, people I think I need to zoom in a little bit more. Hope this is enough. Okay, I'm just going to increase it a little bit more. This a little bit. Okay, so yeah, here we have our sample rate with what sample rate we will record this audio. Then I will delete this here. And here we will the duration parameter. So we can later here call this and set how long we want to record audio. Then we will say my recording. Hope it comes here to help. So that's great. Then we will print out start speaking now because it's recording. So it's recording audio, speak now. And then we will call this function just to wait until the recording is finished. And after this, we will print out recording complete. Then we have to write the recorded audio to a file. So Copilot is also helping here. But we will not save this as WAV format, but as MP3. And that's already for recording audio. So we can test this already. I will delete these for now. And we can test if this is working. So I will call the main function. Hello, this is a test. Now we have to wait 8 seconds, like we said how long this should take. And here we go. Here we have our output.mp3. And so that's working fine now. Okay, so now we can go to the next step. The next step is to transcribe this audio with the help of Whisper. Clean this up here a little bit. Yeah, we will call this function transcribe. And first, we're gonna check if CUDA is available on your machine. So we can use Torch, the imported package for this. We will call torch.cuda.isAvailable. And this will give us a nice console output if it's available or if it's not available. And then we will say device is CUDA, torch.cuda is available, else we will use our CPU. So this basically checks if we can use our graphic cards for calculations. And then we save this Boolean in our variable. And then we can start with the Whisper. So model is Whisper.load model. This is already looking pretty good. So here we will load our Whisper model. And it will download the model automatically. But this is not Whisper, but here we can say which model size we want. So for this example, I will just use the tiny model. It's nice and fast. And then we will just print out some information. So first we're gonna say model is English only or multilingual. So model is we're going to use these F strings for this. I made this one spelling mistake here. And if it's not multilingual, then we will just print out English only. English only. And the second thing we're going to print out are the parameters of the model. So we'll use another F string and and I'm just going to paste this in here. So what we're doing here is check how many parameters the model has, sum them all up, and print basically out the number. And so the next thing we're actually going to do is load our audio we just created. And we're going to do this with audio is Whisper load audio. And then we're going to add and trim this audio. And we're going to do this with also the Whisper library and with the head or trim function, and then pass our audio in here. Then we're gonna create this spectrogram from the audio, and we can do this with mel is Whisper audio to mel. Oh wait, this is actually not correct. It's this function. We're gonna also pass the audio here. Then say to model dot size. Oh, and now we have loaded our audio in here. And now we can actually start to first detect the language and then transcribe transcribe the audio. So we will have two variables here, one helper and one props. And now we can call model.detect language. And so now we have filled this helper variable. And now we actually can already print out language we just detected, and we will also use an f string for this. And then we can say detected language. And so the model returns probabilities for every language there is. And we only want the highest probability. And we can do this like this. So we take the biggest one of all probabilities and print this out later. And now we can actually start with the transcription part. So now we have detected the language. So first there are some options here. We can also use the Whisper library for this. We will call the decoding options for this. And we will pass in the language. And we're also going to pass some more options we want. I'm also going to paste them in here. So we're using it without timestamp. And now we have these options. And now we can firstly decode. So result is whisper.decode. And now we can pass the model we created, and also the options we just specified. And yeah, that's basically it already. And now we can just print out the text of the result. Yeah. And the next thing we're actually going to do is transcribe it. So we will have another result variable, and we can call model.transcribe now. And we want to transcribe our output MP3. And now we can print out the result because we're interested in the text and not anything else that gets returned from the function. And since we're defining this function here, we will just return result text. This will be then used to generate the email at the next step. Okay, so now we have transcribed the audio. Let's just test this real quick. I will comment out these last 2 steps here, or last 3 steps. Let's call the function again. And I will just say some random stuff. Hello and welcome to the Whisper Hackathon. I hope you're all having a wonderful day. This is some test audio. Okay, now you can see audio recording is complete. Model is multilingual and has about 40 million parameters. We get some output here because CUDA is currently not enabled on my machine. Now we already have the detected language is English. So that's great. And here is already the transcription. So it's working pretty good. We're currently using the tiny model, so there might be some mistakes in here. But yeah, this is enough for now. So we can continue with our next step, actually generating this email. So we will generate email with this text we will get back from our transcribe function. And so how are we going to do this? We will generate it with the help of the GPT-3 API. So we will have this another function here, generate email, and pass in the text. And now we will call OpenAI package API key is this. And here you will have to pass in your own OpenAI API key. And for this, we will create a new file that's called .env, and this file is to store every important key we have. So you can define keys like this. Then in here, you can just pass in your API key. And I will do this real quick off stream. Basically in here, you have to paste in your key. Well, I now pasted it in here. I will close it because this should be private. And now one thing you can do that I can just recommend is going to the OpenAI playground. And in here you have this, I would call it like editor, where you can test out your different prompt ideas. So for now, we want to generate this email. So we can say something like, create a kind and formal email for this reason. Then after this, we will pass in our reason that we transcribed from the audio that we recorded. And this is also a nice thing about this online playground, that you can view this code here, and then you will get back this small code snippet with already the stuff you entered. So we can just copy this, move back to our editor, paste it in here. So this basically says which model we want to use, what is our prompt exactly, how many tokens we want to use, and all this other stuff. You can read about all these different parameters also in the playground. And now one thing here is we need to pass our text that we just recorded. So we're passing the text in this function. And now we can just say, add the text here at the end. So this will become an F string. So the text get added here at the end. And we will get this response here. And now we can return the response.choices position 0.text. And this will basically just return whatever GPT-3 has generated. And now we can go back to our main function. We will have this email now. We will then print out this email. And let's just check already if this is working. So let's say we are sick and we want an email to tell everyone that we will not be coming to work today. So we will start the main function. I'm really sick and I won't be coming to work today. It's now complete. Detected language is English again, so that's looking good. Here we have our transcribed text. I'm really sick and I won't be coming to work today. And now this is our email. Hi boss, I'm really sick and I won't be coming to work today. Sorry for the inconvenience. I'll make sure to make up for the work best, and then even you can enter your name here. So yeah, that's really great already. And now one small thing I will add here at the end is, with the help of paperclip, you can just copy whatever you want into your clipboard. So you don't have to copy this by yourself. And so this will be added automatically to your clipboard. So now we can just run it again. I won $1 billion yesterday and I won't be coming to work tomorrow. So let's see how the model performs with this. Okay, want became want. So this is not perfect, but now with this line, the text should be copied to our clipboard. So if I go down here and paste. We have the email directly in our clipboard and can paste this in our email client. And yeah, that's it already. So now we have a working Python application that is using Whisper to transcribe audio recorded and generate an email out of the audio with the help of GPT-3. I hope you enjoyed this small tutorial.
And see you then on our next hackathon. Check out links in the description and stay tuned.